Hey guys, welcome back. Another video today on the Tesla Model 3. Check out this panoramic glass behind me. Isn't that great? One of the options on this car that I like a whole lot is that view out of the roof. That is best enjoyed by the passengers, however. Sitting here in the front seat, I'm mainly looking out the windshield, but that's a bonus for anyone riding with you. So, interesting developments on the Model 3. We now have the all-wheel drive version available for this car. And why did I not get the Model 3 with the all-wheel drive when I'm living in Alaska and it's snowy and icy here a lot of the year? Well, I did want the all-wheel drive and I was almost going to hold out for it, and I thought it probably would work out, but then I got my invite to go and configure the car. And you know, I figured if I got the car in June, I would have the summer to drive the car, which I really wanted. And I really had no idea whether or not the all-wheel drive would be available in time for me to still get the tax incentive. So I get a $7,500 tax rebate because I got the car before they built their 200,000th model. They have done that now, and so they're going to start the phase out later this year. So if you can get your car before January, you may still get that full tax credit. But I didn't know at the time whether I'd be able to do that and get the all-wheel drive version, so I just went ahead and jumped on it and got this car. It remains to be seen how well the car is going to function in the snow and on the ice. In my experience, performance on slippery conditions is 90% your tire choice. So having a quality traction tire, I've never used studs, but mostly studless snow tires, the Blizzaks and the X-Ices by Michelin, which work great. And I have some scientific studies showing that they are better than studded tires. I'll maybe do a video on that when it comes closer to winter, but they are producing some all-wheel drive vehicles that are getting out into the public soon. So it looks like with the Model S and some of Tesla's other products, the all-wheel drive maybe got even a little bit better efficiency than the rear-wheel drive model. And I think that's because they were able to gear the front drive and the rear drive differently. So if you're at low speeds, they can apply more power to one, and then at higher speeds they can use the other motor geared slightly different to give better efficiency. However, the preliminary data with the Model 3 all-wheel drive seems to indicate that the all-wheel drive is less efficient than the rear-wheel drive. However, they're still coming out with the same EPA rating of 310-mile range. And that's kind of interesting because when the Model 3 originally came out, I've read that the EPA was asked by Tesla to downgrade the range to 310 miles. And everyone thought, well, they're just being, conservative. I think the range may be closer to 324 miles on a charge. But Tesla asked them to downgrade it. Everyone thought that was just to be conservative and make sure the published numbers were reality. But now it seems that possibly this is to account for the all-wheel drive Model 3 having less efficiency, and it may only get 310 miles of range, and that way that EPA rating covers both versions of the car, and the rear-wheel drive may actually be closer to 320 miles on a charge. When all is said and done, although I was not able to get the all-wheel drive and went ahead and got this car, it may turn out to be more efficient for its range than the all-wheel drive version. I don't know why it would be less efficient in the Model 3 than the Model S. Perhaps it has something to do with the permanent magnet motors that they're using in this car versus the AC motors that are used in the Model S and Model X. But I'll be watching the news for more developments on that front. There's also a performance version available, and they've come out with a white interior. So if you don't like the wood dash on this vehicle and the black seats, you can get white seats and white trim. So you can look at the Tesla configurator site and see what those options look like and what it costs. And personally, I wouldn't want to go with the white interior. I do like the black. I think it's very classic, but a lot of people do love the white, so that's an option for you on the all-wheel drive and I think on the performance versions. Hope you guys enjoy looking at all the new options for the Tesla Model 3. If you have not test driven one, I encourage you to try that out. You can test drive a Model 3 So through a service called Toro, you can rent a Model 3 from one of the owners. And I've seen several that are in major cities that are out for rent. So that would be an option to test drive one, although it doesn't seem like we can do that from a Tesla dealer. If you know of someone who owns one, or know me and want to come test drive my car, I think a test drive will really convince you how great these cars are. And as more and more people get a chance to drive them, we're going to see just an acceleration of EV adoption. As I've said before, even if you forget about the environmental benefits of these cars, forget about the fact that these are made in the United States and all the other advantages that go with it, it's just a better car. Whatever your view towards this EV revolution that's coming, so everyone is discovering the joys of having a battery electric vehicle that gets a chance to try it out. So have a good day, guys. Thank you for joining us. If you haven't had a chance yet, please like and subscribe to our videos. If there's something you want to see in the future, let us know in the comments. If you have any questions, please indicate those down below and I'll try to get to them as soon as possible. And have a great day. Enjoy.